Hello and welcome back to Humankind. Now, industrial era, we are with the French, and this, well, basically means a couple of things. First of all, let's stop the maker quota that we have in the capital right away. Also, all our military production, and we do have now this very beautiful exhibition hall here that boosts the science output per population. Also gives me a bit influence there on top of that, and research quarters have more science output. And look at that, look at these bonuses there, 33 science that we get from just one building over there, and I think this is a very good example of where we should place this one. And we can then, however, also place it, for example, over there to further boost our research. Boy, we get really a lot of that out of this single building here. I'm not going to queue more than one though for now. Why? Because basically on the other side we are getting now our saltpeter, our second one, right? So there we already built the saltpeter mine, and after that we have two, and this is a pretty crucial moment then, because with that we will be able to upgrade all our military units, all of them, to musketeers. And boy are they strong, right? These gunner types, they're going to be extremely strong. And I want that. And that's also where having so much money is coming in useful, because we can upgrade a lot of our units at once without further waiting. And I'm just waiting for this moment now, really. Well, we also continue with those exhibitions halls. In Aachen, we just have the same queue. I'm going to skip this one now. I think we now should have this one. There it is, exhibition hall. And let's just check this one. There's another 30 research that we could get, and I think this is just a very good location. Well, there's actually 32 over there. Let's build it there. It's also adjacent then to two further districts. What about my... It still takes one turn. All right. So let's not be over well, ambitious here. Another exhibition hall, we could have them of course in the New World too, and since I am pushing research to hard, I might just also really build us a nice little research area then here in the city. In fact, I'm thinking about merging those two cities here, Amsterdam and Rotterdam. Absorb cost would be possible, right? We could also just ransack one of these cities and then basically build an outpost and attach this one to Rotterdam. In that case here, I think Rotterdam is, or Amsterdam, either one, is going to be one big mega city here with kind of like 6 territories in the back then. I think this makes more sense, especially since we are having quite the problem there with our city cap, that I still cannot raise that much. In Amsterdam, we can continue with a few more constructions, however. Of course, these cities already generate a ton of money, and this is not enough yet. Let's get ahead with another market quarter just over there. We do lose, however, some stability. Unfortunately, we don't have any infrastructure there. I only have one soldier at the moment, so getting us a few more soldiers out there might make sense once we have the musketeers available. I could also just go with a commons quarter, since we are boosting them quite a bit there as well. I might just add one over there at the border. That gives me a bit of stability on top of that. Nok has gained another population there. Very good. Nok is also going into some deep science there now. Perfect. Just what we need. And there we have it. 2 saltpeter finally now in our empire. So let's go ahead and have a look at my armies there. And there, especially by crossbowmen. Ooh, 2,000 costs me, but I think, or I hope it's going to be worth it. There we have them, the first 2 of them. We can afford, of course, way more than that. I think we do have a bigger army somewhere there. There it is. There we have 2 of them. And here I could basically now upgrade all of them really to some higher units there, right? This is going to be really worth it. I should still keep a few of these swordsmen there available though. For melee fighting, right? Even though they are pretty strong melees themselves, the musketeers, so they are kind of like a one unit in both, feeling kind of like. It's not, of course, exactly like that. Here we can do the same with those 2 knights, and we keep the riders, they're still available. And in Worms, we could still also go for those 2 swordsmen here. Oh, the warrior. Let's make the warrior. And this, of course, pushes my military might quite a bit right now, going for this tag, and I think we should use this to our advantage, but more of that in a second. Alright, the exhibition hall has been finished now in Paris, further boosting our science output that we have in this beautiful city there. We're still taking quite our time there with the research. Speaking about research, I would really like to do something here. We really do need to have that city cap raised. I'm going to stop the carbine here, right? This unit I don't really need that much. I would rather go for urban planning there. We do get another city cap over there, and the police force. Oh, that's pretty good. Another 10 stability on garrisons. Let's get this one. Of course, this is a queue of more techs available. All of them are pretty useful. The first one is the steam engine and the encyclopedia that we're going on the way then. Then the scientific, then the nationhood. So it's not up there, then the nationhood. Where we do get the conscription center, another veterancy level for my militia units. The electricity is on its way that we need to upgrade or unlock anyway. And then we push right into urban planning. This is quite an extensive research line that we have now activated. And of course, it's totally going to be worth it. Now in Paris, we do have an available queue right now. And I would really just like to push another 3 musketeers here. And in Aachen, once we finish the exhibition hall, let's also get us a few musketeers here still out there. The human carnival, the human craving for macabre spectacles knows no bounds, especially in an empire flush with many quarters dedicated to entertainments. Because of their deformities, some of the vast population are exhibited as circus monsters merely to state public curiosity. What should we do with this one here? Refuse, rehabilitate, or educate? This one gives me some celebration. Stability is always nice, and I think it's better in this case than the other ones. So let's educate. Once again, we do go towards progress with that, and we can increase our global stability, which is just very important. Now there is some very, very interesting thingies happen here now. I'm moving all of my troops in one direction. Why am I doing this? Where am I moving them? You may ask me. I'm moving them into this territory there, into the... well, how do I call it anyway? The Japanese territory. But I'm not going to destroy the Japanese. They're my allies after all. And they do have, well, some 3 gemstones available. So that's something at least. But what's happening there as well is next to them is the Mongols. And further next to them is the English, and that's where I want to go. The English are number 1 right now on the fame list, and I'm pretty confident that with my technological advancement, with my technological progress that I've made here with the musketeers, I think we have the upper hand here military-wise, and I want to destroy a few of their cities. I don't want to conquer them. We are already above our city cap, and I do have more cities to come. I'm not going to conquer any cities here. I'm going to destroy these big towns there. That's my goal right now, to hold their progress they are making, to hold their snowballing effect that they're making. Why? Because I have experiences with snowballing effects. In my last playthrough, one of them was totally isolated, and they just steamrolled through every era because basically they had huge cities working for them that are totally out of proportions, of course, like a city of 30 or 33, without really any food supply or something like that. So we want to stop these cities there. In Rotterdam, meanwhile, we have more projects. In that case here, I'm already training some musketeers in Rotterdam. I would like to train one more because basically we do have then a nice defensive army here against those tribes. And then stability is actually rather fine. We're focusing a bit too much there on industry, I think. So we should be going for a bit more money there, as always. Money is it's just very important. We have our maker quarters here. We have the market districts here. So this is all going to be markets here. And this is all going to be industry districts there. And then here I might just have a whole bunch of research districts together with our exhibition hall in this area. By the way, harbor, it's still... oh, wait a second. 13 food. We don't really need this at the moment. Might be coming up then for later. Now, let's just continue marching with my troops. I think what I still need, though, is I need to have an open border there with the Mongols, right? They're a bit in the way there. They're buffer, more or less. So let's just check the Mongols. They will... of course, they will accept this one. Propose the open border. They accepted. They're much weaker than we are. So, of course, they're going to accept this one. They don't want to have an angry power right next to them. I'm going to end this turn once again. We have quite a lot of projects working right now. I am still finishing those troops training, right? So, there's one more. And after that, we will probably start with the Eiffel Tower. Ongoing ransack is happening on one of my obsidian deposits. So, it's pretty good, I think, that we do have then some troops of our own here in this whole area. In Amsterdam, we're also training a few of them. Who is actually doing this? Tarascans? The Congo forces. That's not them, right? So we don't even see the Congo yet, right? Nope, they're somewhere in this area. So of course they're a bit angry, or well, a bit in the mood for looting, and we will need to stop them. So I do need some more soldiers here. Lucky us, we do have them close by. So let's move my troopies. I think... do we have the upper hand here? Oh, close. They will, of course, destroy something. but we will be able to rebuild. It's just some obsidian there, really. I do need a few more troops, though, before I can do anything over there. Right, so we just need to hurry up. Now we can move forward to Phaistos, our first target. The first research on our way to the next city camp has been reached, the encyclopedia. This one gives me the precedence, so minus 20% cost of civics, and also, wait a second, the academy. So 2 signs on research quarters, another 2C infrastructure that we definitely will need, even though we do need 1 more copper. We are getting this one from the Mongols right now. And before we declare war there, really, there is a very important thing that we need to keep in mind here. We are trading right now a lot of ebony, incense, and papyrus with the English, right? It's still necessary that we go to war with them, because basically they are just steamrolling through everything right now and we need to stop them. I need to try it. We are losing, though, a lot of stability in industry, a lot of money and stability, and a lot of science and stability once we go to war with them. So we do need to have a substitute. We do need to have someone that, you know, gives us something in the meantime. And as we can see, there's not that many. We got the Zulu over there. The Zulu are here and not a very, very strong force. So they're second right now. I still need to trade with them in the meantime to compensate for all the damage that I'm doing there now to my trading. So let's just have a look at the silk and the dye. Both of them are boosting my industry and my stability a lot. And I will just need those resources there. 2,600. Are you serious? Let's take 1.8, another 1.8. All right. And then I will wait a bit and we probably gain a few more then. All right. My troopies continue. This one, and also this one right to the border there. There is some war somewhere. Who is attacking me here? Alright. Is that in Worms? That is in Worms over there. We are being under attack right now. There hasn't been a war declaration. This is definitely just a tribe force, really. We do have the upper hand here, though. We should have the upper hand. Do I have my musketeers here? Only 2, and I can't upgrade them anymore. Alright, let's just see. The gunners can't fire, I think, over the walls. Oh, I think they should be able to do that. And we only have the draftees yet, right? Because right now we are researching the conscripts. So then we get this very, very strong standard unit. Until then, though, I need to work with my normal units there. Right, so they're going to be in the front. I think this should be fine. Why are you even doing this? Perfect. With the gunners, we can actually fire over the walls. So sorry that I didn't know that. Can we fire here? No, we can't. So let's just attack them like that. On that side there, purging them from my city. And then those guys here. Off you go. Here, I will probably let them come. There's nothing else, right? They're pretty much dead already. They're trying to attack here and here. This is not possible. Okay, it's only possible with one full tile there. Once again, we just wait. It's, of course, still pretty nice because we get that military bonus, right? We do get some destroyed military units here with that. And that brings us closer to another star. At least 5 units dead for now. Very good. It's not over yet. I think there's going to be another attack on us pretty soon now. In Rotterdam, we have finished the next army. So there they are still. And I would very much like to destroy them. They're not weak. They're absolutely not weak. I need 2 of my regiments for that. That I need to move them forward towards them. If I want to protect, that is. I could also just let it destroy, right? None of them will attack us. I think we rather wait. In Paris, we have finished the next musketeer. Alright, this export policy, yep, is actually working because, why? We have enough food. And now we can start the Eiffel Tower. Stability, industry per population in all cities, plus 50 signs, and fame. So let's have our next big monument somewhere. It should be in a prominent location as always. And since Aachen and Paris are probably going to merge into one big giant city, that Eiffel Tower here in the center will be a nice landmark, I think, around, well, districts and stuff like that. So let's get us this Eiffel Tower out there. 89 turns. Aachen will join, Munich will join. Those cities can definitely join and speed up. Nock has lots of industry. Munich can join here a bit, and Worms can join. So it's only taking 25 turns now. And of course, these 25 turns, well, we can further boost that by adding a couple of more pops then to my industry area and thus boosting my production there. Alright, we can't lose any time here. Next turn, it's actually time. Our troops are at the gates of Phaistos. Look at that. It's a city with 34 pops, but only has a handful of districts available there. No idea how they manage those cities. Anyway, we're going to raise it and purge it from this earth. There we have it. Declare war on the Empire of England. Let's just look at our income there as it's going to drop, I think. After this one here, yep, by 300 per turn. It's manageable. I think stability is going to be hurting us more in that case here. They are not that weak. We do have some regiments here, and let's start the manual battle. For the manual battle, I'm probably going to especially move my very strong veteran musketeers to the front lines there as well, so they can do something. The horses, they will just protect our flanks there really, because with horses we can't enter those city gates that I would like to enter then pretty soon. There we have another gunner unit, and this gunner unit moves a bit to the front there. What do we have here? Yeah, we might have another gunner unit there. And those guys here are just protecting then my flank. Let's deploy. Let's finish deployment. Let's just watch them as they're trying. Look at that. They're barely doing any damage to my gunners and taking damage as well. And I still wonder, why do we need actually to wait here? We did the attack move, did we not? There we have that. Unfortunately, this horse needs to move. This gunner can move, and this one attacks. And attack. And attack. And we just basically go through this whole list there, and here my horses can do the job. This one, very nice. And this one can probably... Unfortunately, they only have one movement point, and then that's the end of them. And they can't shoot over other units. So that's another thing to keep in mind. I'm still determined, though, to not lose a single unit in this whole endeavor. Let's end the turn. And we haven't lost a single unit there yet. And who needs siege weapons, right? There is also a bit of flanking now going on. I wonder why they can attack those guys here. Ah, yeah. Alright. They are connected. Should still be no problem, really. Those hurt units are going to move away a bit. And with those, we finally enter the city of Phaistos there as well. There's nothing else here, though, really. So let's just end it. Let's just watch them, how they try it once more. And then it's the end of it. And thus, we have taken the very first city. Phaistos, of course, that was a surprise attack here, right? So the English, they still need to mobilize their forces now. They did not expect that from us, I think. We probably will just wait now, one turn. And then we are going to raise this city. As we can see, the war support is not really dropping that hard, right? And ours is not really going up that fast. So that means we have pretty, yeah, well, a pretty big empire there in front of us that we just attacked. And let's just hope that my plan works out there, destroying a few of these cities. So while we continue building that Eiffel Tower, there is another rebels from the Mexicans. Oh, I see. The Mexicans have low stability in their cities. So those guys up here. And they even lost the city there, I think. Yep. I think they even lost that city there. Are they no? They're still the Mexicans. But they have some independent cities in there. That's very interesting. Rebels. Yep. And as we can see, some of those cities are really bad here. Only 0 pop, for example. Oh boy, lots of messages there. I think we still have a ransack going on somewhere. Yeah, of course it's here. And now they're ransacking my next artisan quarter. I will need to move against them. Let's go for it. Right, those are friendly units there anyway. And this unit can stay in Rotterdam to keep stability up there a bit. And with those units, we should be able to destroy them. Oh, wait a second. We do have a settler unit there. Here. That I certainly don't want. Ah, we need to wait there for the next turn. Let's get back to Rotterdam there. And you can join my units over here just fine. We need to make this stop. Next turn, though, let's have a look. There is Phaistos now, and we should be able now to ransack this one for 550 coin. Let's go ahead and do this, our very first ransacking. We could, yeah, probably actually move against the next city right away. They're going to act as reinforcements anyway. Off you go. I will still need to wait a turn there, I think, before I start that siege. Oh, San Lorenzo, 44 pops. incredibly big city. And we should hurry up as long as the English have not mobilized any troops towards us. My own troops continue. By the way, we could merge them. I probably should do that. Let's move them back there again a bit and end the turn. Alright, next turn we can start Burqhat over there, our next endeavor, our next siege. We do have all our reinforcements available. Let's start that battle. A bit strange here why I can't have troops on this territory now, as it's not really part of the city. So we are basically being stuck now in this area there. Nothing else. This is something that I still don't quite understand, right? So we basically had troops over there as well. So why not deploy here in this area? It would be fine. No idea, but still it doesn't matter. We have our troops ready. They are going to attack here a bit. It's the hill up actually, but we can still, of course, yep, this time we can start the attack. Here I'm going to deploy another one, and here I'm going to deploy another one that we can attack then right away. Doing some good damage there, perfect. Also moving over there a bit, but that's probably it for this turn already. We still have some gunners here, but as we know by now, those gunners, they really can't move that far. Let's just let them come towards us. As we can see, they're also getting damage when attacking the gunners. That's making them even weaker. There are some reinforcements coming from the back. Shouldn't be a big deal though. This one I move away. We still have this policy of not losing any unit there, right? We should keep this policy intact. That's actually it on this side already. I could move. No, I can't do that. All right. Oh, there is more coming. All right. There's still more troops on the other side. Let's damage them as much as possible. And here I will probably need to move my units over there a bit if I want to make this work there. And those guys, can you not enter? Strange. One more down, and I think it's just this one now. And they're just basically going to their death anyway. Alright, we need to wait another turn for this. Those units continue back to Rotterdam. The settlers are going to wait here for our city cap. Nationhood is still in development. Let's end the turn and let's attack once more. Boom, there it goes. And we have taken Burqhat as the next unit, destroyed 7 units in the process and haven't lost a single unit there. This is going to be a bit more tricky now. Those knights seem determined. We do have some knights ourselves. I will need to move up here and then attacking them, so we do get the upper hand in this one. Let's start the manual battle. The riders to the front. Yes, we can also have some of our gunners there in the front. I think this is going to work out a bit, and then perhaps some riders up there. Let's just see what they're doing here. Attacking the riders, that's a good thing. And then we just basically shoot down at them. So this is also going to be quite decisive, I think. Especially against their melee units there. Alright, and we could move them now. Let's not do this. Yeah, we're not going to lose a single unit here. I'm really happy about that. Very good. Another unit down. Do we get our stars there, please? Yeah, we need to destroy 2 more units. So far so good though. We made some nice military progress. We're still not done with the English, of course. I'm still waiting for their troops now to come towards us. And then I will also still need to think about those cities that we have there, right? Do we want to raise them? Do we want to take it, for example, just one? We have a lot of infrastructure here that would be available. Decisions. Stay tuned.